This is the Jenison housing market on paper. No tour, no scenery, just the numbers as of July 2026. If you want the full tour of the area, watch the Living in Jenison video. Here, I'm going to show you what a home actually costs, how fast it moves, and where the leverage sits. Start with value. The typical Jenison home is worth about $372,500, up roughly 3.5% over the past year. That runs above the Kent County median of $335,000. Jenison actually sits in Ottawa County, but Kent County is the metro benchmark I hold every West Michigan market against. Now, what actually closed? In June, the median Jenison sale printed at $464,500 on 95 closings, up from 66 a year earlier. Do not read that as appreciation. In a market this thin, the closed sale median moves with whatever happened to sell, and June skewed newer and larger. Sale to list came in at 100.2%, and buyers paid about $205 a square foot. Supply and speed. As of early July, there were 25 active listings in Jenison, with 32 new ones hitting in the prior month. Homes still go pending in about 14 days, but the average listing now takes 27 days to sell, 15 days longer than a year ago. Inventory is up roughly 32%. That is the loosening signal. 14 days to pending is still fast. Next door in Hudsonville, it is 13. So, the pending clock has not broken. What changed is everything behind it, because the homes that do not sell in the first 2 weeks are now sitting materially longer than they did last summer. Against its neighbors, Jenison sits mid-pack. Allendale and Hudsonville both carry higher typical values, and Granville sits just underneath. At $372,500, Jenison is the median price door into the Grand River corridor. Cheaper than Hudsonville, pricier than Granville. Price band matters more than the town average. Metro-wide, and these are county-level figures, rather than Jenison-specific ones. Anything under $250,000 is brutally tight, with a pending-to-active ratio near 179%. The core band, where Jenison's median lives, runs about 149. Above $500,000, it drops to 86, which means more listings than deals. That is the only band where buyers have real room. So, what does all of that mean when you are actually writing an offer or deciding whether to accept one? It comes down to two things: what money costs and how much slack the market is willing to give you. Money first. The 30-year fixed averaged 6.49% in the Freddie Mac survey. For the week ending July 9th, a touch below the 6.72% of a year ago. On a $350,000 loan, that gap is worth roughly $60 a month. Forecasts cluster between 6 and 6.5% through the back half of the year. Nobody credible is calling for fives? Here is my read. Jenison is still a seller's market. 25 active listings and a 14-day pending clock will do that. But it is a seller's market with a hairline crack in it, because the average home now takes 27 days instead of 12. So, where does the leverage actually sit? Buyers picked up inventory, up about a third, and time, 15 extra days of it. Sellers still hold thin supply, a sale-to-list ratio of 100.2%, and an Ottawa County median up 8.3% year over year. Both of those things are true at the same time. If you are buying here, 4 moves. Underwrite at 6.5%, not at the rate you are waiting for. Budget around $372,500, or roughly $205 a foot. Assume you pay list, because a 100.2% sale to list means a lowball on a fresh listing is a fantasy, and go hunting above $500,000. Or on anything that has been sitting past 30 days. That 86% ratio is where your discount actually lives. If you are selling here, price to the typical value, not to the headline. That $464,500 June median was a mixed story, not your house. The real number for most Jenison homes is closer to $372,500, and your first 14 days are the entire negotiation. Miss them and you join the 27-day average, and at 100.2% sale to list, going over asking is no longer the base case. Those are the numbers for the town. The number that matters is the one for your street. Send me the address, and I will tell you exactly what your house does in this market, what it is worth, how fast it moves, and what a buyer will actually pay for it.